if I can be honest, I think there's the pathway for ballet, I think, is not as, because it is a hard road. But for some of the younger kids out there who are interested in ballet and want to pursue ballet as a career, would you have any advice for those kids, or teenagers or young adults who, if anybody out there's listening, do you have any advice? Because, eventually the pandemic will end, but you do got some 13, 14-year-olds, 15-year-olds, who look up to dancers like yourself. I'm seeing it firsthand, when you're a snow queen and stuff like that. Do you have any advice to give to the young people out there on if they are interested, chasing ballet as a dream, like someone that like yourself who started? Man, I remember when you first joined the company. I mean, you were making nothing. You were grinding every day, every weekend, and then it was tough. So do you have any advice for the kids out there
I think
or young
the one
people?
thing that has really come to fruition in terms of goodness out of COVID is that social media around ballet and taking class, you have a lot more ability to connect across the world with different dancers and different companies that before was not possible. So there's a lot of outlets through social media that you can look to for inspiration. You can take class with Paris Opera, like you can take class with ABT, like you can do so many things. And there's a lot of principal dancers that have their own social media that you can reach out to them as well, which was not before COVID, was not something that was plausible, not something that was available. So I think just being resourceful, being diligent, still doing all the things that before COVID, all your exercises, all the things that maybe were a lot easier, just keeping with it. Don't give up. It's not the end. It's just the beginning. This is just a new way to teach yourself how to be dedicated and to continue to work hard when it's really easy to give up. Because in the dance world, you're going to have a lot of people say no to you. A lot of people say you're not good enough. A lot of people say that there's better dancers, just not the right time for you. And you're going to have a lot of shut doors. But the one opportunity that you do get and the chance that you do get, you gotta give it your all. And you never know what that's going to be. So just keep going for it. It's my advice.
Take that advice,
where you're supposed to be eventually. And you know what? It's never gonna be forever. So you just gotta enjoy it while it's there.
And that's great advice to give, not just for dancers, but anybody who's really struggling out there at the moment. And when this podcast one day goes big, can Ryan and I attend class with you?
Ballet class?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll teach.
Perfect.
What kind of prep do I need for that? I haven't even done yoga.
I feel like there's like a YouTube channel that has some like 4 guys take ballet class for the first time with like Misty Copeland or something. I don't know exactly, but it's pretty funny. I feel like we would get you like the full, like you'd get a dance belt, you'd get the tights, you'd get the leotard, the shoes. Like we would do it all out. We would not hesitate to put you in
this would be
a dance
fun.
belt. Yeah, it would be good.
And that's a perfect segue, because I don't think I've told you the story, Ryan, but when Anna was dancing, and there was like in January when they're coming, like when they have a little bit of a break from after the Nutcracker, Anna says, come to class, like there'll be other people there, like other boyfriends, other whatever. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm in, me, like I'm always down to try whatever. I get there, no one else showed up. I partook in a professional ballet class, and I tried, and I got some compliments. I got some compliments out there.
Yeah.
And that's when the director cast me in the Nutcracker.
That's not true.
That is true.
It's a
That's
lie.
not a lie.
That is
What?
so a lie. I said that you were a viable body to be able to stand in.
No.
Okay,
You're
whatever.
director, Erica Overturf. I was
Mhm.
like, she was like, we could use you, and I was like, I'm in,
Interesting.
because
I think
she saw the potential.
feel like your version is a little blurred. I think
Was
are you
I?
on something right now?
Was I? Or was I not in the Nutcracker as a dancer?
How you got to be in the Nutcracker was I volunteered you because they needed another
Someone with nuts.
parent. They needed another guest. And I said, "Hey, I'm dating someone. He loves anything that has to do with performing. Be a good option." And Erica said, "Hey, okay, let's do this." And actually since then, we've actually had a lot of boyfriends or husbands participate in the Nutcracker. And it's been really fun.